Hello, hello, hello. You are welcome to today's live stream. And today is day 24 of this campaign. And again, a bit of a background about this campaign is the fact that we got some evidences from well meaning, you know, people that have had dealing with Rosie Consult, and that made us to come up with this campaign to say, okay, from what people have said, it was said that a lot of people are involved in these, you know, alleged scams, and a lot of people are victims, while there are some collaborators in this scam that have been alleged, right? Ours is not to place a final judgment on anyone. What we are doing on this live stream is to sensitize people, and not just that, is for us to advise people to hold whoever is handling their visa accountable and responsible for how their application goes, and as well as they themselves doing the needful. And what did I mean by doing the needful? Doing their due diligence on anyone that they feel has promised them visa. And again, we use that medium and avenue to sensitize our people about might yesterday, the might about visas, about everything migration, and the fact, because there are two different things, right? Our belief, our opinion, our emotions are kind of different from what is obtainable. So what is obtainable is the fact, but our opinion should not override what is obtainable. We saw a pattern of some people on this black app promising based on opinion as against what is obtainable, and that is why we have been able to take it as our responsibility to sensitize people. Rosie did that wrong, and we are not really backing down anytime soon until we see that there are changes, and from all indications there are no changes. Rather, there are compounded issues as well going on. And today we'll be looking at the continuation of what we call the immigration might and fact. Immigration might versus what is called fact. And I think we mentioned about 8 or 9 of them yesterday. So I can remember that one of the place we stopped yesterday was when we were talking about if I ask too many questions, I will lose the opportunity. It is a might. Whenever you are giving anyone money, in fact, you should be an investigator. And we have agreed on this platform that please, if you are giving people money, you must know exactly what you are paying for. You must know at everything because it is your fund. And there was a time we talked on this live stream about chasing the money. Chase your money. Know who your money is given to. Know why you are paying this person. Know what the responsibility of this person are. Know everything about that surround the money. So chase that money. If you chase your money, you'll be able to ask meaningful question. And when you ask meaningful question, you'll be able to know in time if something is legit or not. Because a whole lot of people have been springing up on TikTok now, not only Rosie Consult. There are several people that have been springing up, just that we are taking our own case as a case study, because legitimate business should be able to explain their services to you, like in clear terms. If it is not clear, if anything is hidden, and that is against the ethics of business that is called transparency. If there are no transparency, there's nothing like agreement. Why would somebody give you agreement whereas there were no transparency in the first instance? It doesn't make sense. And again, another myth that people can have, or that people have when it comes to migration or japa, is that a visa refusal means I cannot apply again. No, that's not correct. We have people that have been refused visa previously and they still apply somewhere and they get it. It's just that you must have reasons. If they refuse you a visa, you must have reasons why they refuse you. And in that new application you are doing, you should be able to explain your reason in clear terms, because it depends on the reason of the visa. Imagine somebody that they refuse the visa or ban the person because of fraudulent acts. That kind of person might be tough for the person. And again, apart from apart from the reasons for the visa refusal, the visa category also matters. Somebody was trying to get into, I think, New Zealand based on visit, and his visa was denied or refused. And along the line, he was able to get studies. This kind of person, you know, gets admission from a school, applying as a student with every necessary document, is just going to explain, oh, the initial visa was refused based on, family ties or home ties. And this one now, maybe he has put everything in place and is able to come. So you need to know the laws. Hello, Kim. You need to know the laws that govern wherever you are going into. And again, we will also give people opportunity to have one or two, discussion later. Just that our usual custom is to take the live stream to 20K likes and then we bring people up. Remember, we use this opportunity to sensitize people as well, so that we are not vulnerables in the hands of anyone. Yeah, the weekend. So we are not vulnerable. Bell, Kim, I cite you. You're welcome. So some people, their mind is that they believe that immigration don't check documents. I have seen somebody that told me that no, they will dagbo. There's something, this language, they will dagbo proof of fund. Immigration, they don't check it. You have to really look at things properly. Hello, Riofe. You have to really look at things very well. Immigration authority verify documents and information as part of their assessment. Is like part and parcel of the assessment. So you must have that at the back of your mind. If you are trying to, beat the system, do not let it mean that you are found in that process. It might be dangerous. So you need to proofread, verify every document that you have sent across to any immigration that you are sending things to. So don't believe in that mind. When somebody will just say, don't worry, they won't check this one, they won't check this. Believe that everything should be checked, which is the norm. If it is not checked, it is not your own. It is not left to you. So it is a might. Somebody will tell you they won't check this one, they won't check. They don't really check this one. They don't check back statement. They don't. Okay. I've seen in New Zealand where they were calling bank managers in Nigeria, Thank you very much for sharing. They will check everything. So while you are applying, just wear the cap of an investigator that, okay, what if this is not, if things are not aligning in your own, if you look at your application very well, that's how it's not going to align in the face of maybe the case file officer. So we have to be very careful. And some people, they believe that they can delete messages when their visa is approved, that they don't need it anymore. I used to have like, I used to have what do they call it now? I have um I have a draft application with regards to immigration Australia, Amy. So that draft application, I think I did it back in the days when I was trying to come to New Zealand, and my flight will be having like a 1 hour, engine check at Adelaide. So at Adelaide, 1 hour engine check. The agent that helped me book the flight in Nigeria told me, "Oh, I don't need transit. I don't need whatever." That's how I got to the airport and I was bounced to go back that I need to apply for transit visa. So I lodged that application, but I didn't submit because I was like, "Oh, this is too tiring. What if the visa is not approved?" Then I tried to ask for another itinerary that will not go through Australia, that I will be able to get to New Zealand and I wouldn't need, transit. I was able to get that, right? So I got the one that went to Ghana, from Ghana, Accra, from Accra to Dubai, from Dubai to Auckland, which was fine. So what I was saying was the application has been there on the immigration Australia portal since that time. It was just of recent. I just saw it again. I said, wow, I have to delete it. So I have to delete it. But then if your visa is approved, just leave it there. But for that one, I didn't even submit an application. So if your visa is approved, nothing stops you from, don't even delete it. Leave it there. It's just record. You need to keep important record. They may be useful if questions arise maybe later in the future. So it's very, very key that we do that. Don't always, okay, visa has been approved and then I don't need it anymore, delete everything. No, no, it's not like that. And there's a myth that I was having a conversation with someone, and that myth is that some people believe that only educated people get scammed. It is a myth. We have talked about it on this platform. Only uneducated people get scammed. Some people feel that it is illiterate that gets scammed. No, there are some people, they are very literate. They they it's just that maybe probably we also have like a conclusion here that desperation can make you fall a victim even when you are well educated. So it is not only educated people that get scammed. You cannot tell me that it is only educated people that dealt with Rosie. It's only uneducated people that dealt with Rosie. There are people that are, it's just that they will not sit down later and feel like, no, no, I really fumbled. This shouldn't have been me. But at the time, they just they just trusted someone blindly. They just trust someone blindly. They just feel like, okay, this person talks very fast, and then they just believe that this person is knowledgeable. And not, we have concluded here that not everyone on this black app that is talking very fast and sit down, have ring light, knows what they are saying. A lot of a lot of us say yabs, something that is not true, right? So people from all educational and professional backgrounds can become victims of scams. So we should agree on that. Scammers often exploit, I think they exploit one, trust, two, urgency, and three, emotion, four, desperation. So that is their card. They just sense, there's desperation. And that is why a lot of people are getting scammed from the UK currently. Greetings, Princeton. You're welcome. So a lot of people are getting scammed today, all because of all these, kind of thing. Trust, urgency. You have to do it now. If you do not do it today, you will lose the opportunity. Emotions, no. Somebody will just come and then be playing with cards and be explaining things and be laughing on the live stream. You will feel like this person is legit. Please run away. It's just psychological, precept that they were using. Yeah, this is my car, this is my pet, this is talk about, they just leave, the real conversation to something that will make you lose your guard. So you lose guard and then you are in for it. And I would also say this, that government websites are too difficult to understand. Some people believe that when they can't answer the question directly, yes, they can't. They won't answer the question. When the question is becoming very difficult, they just find something to cover it up. Or when the question is becoming something that you will pick forth in their answer, put Rosie for two. So when that question becomes something you pick forth in their answer, so you see them, they become, defensive, find something else to distract people's attention, find something else to distract people's attention. But we are saying here on this live stream, if you have had dealing with Rosie Consult, please come up, share your story. We are keen to welcoming whether negative or positive story. But one of the reasons why we came up with this was because most of these people have been blocked and they needed a platform to hear their voice. So, and we have provided this platform for as long as it will take for people to keep coming up to share their story, for people to keep coming up. And we are also very, very interested in seeing one successful story, one visa approval, because till now, this is day 24, we have not seen a visa approval, and which is a kind of concern for us. Is a kind of concern for us. And one of the reasons why I think some people get scammed as well, or they fall into this mind, is people believe that government websites are too difficult to understand. I have had conversation with someone, and the person mentioned that I need somebody that will help me to lodge my application because I don't understand what they are saying on their website. And I'm like, this person that want to help you lodge your application, we also sit down with that same website and go through it. So that you don't understand shouldn't come in. Ignorance is not tenable in the court of law. You should be able to start looking at it. Maybe by the time you start looking at it for almost 6 months, you will understand. And that is where people should be, the level people should be at. Now, nobody is saying that you shouldn't pay someone that is licensed to help you do your application, but at least to a large extent, try to have a bit of, you know, idea about whatever you are doing. So about whatever you are doing. So official website often provide detailed guidance anytime, any day. IMI Australia, I've seen that on their platform. New Zealand immigration website, I've seen that on their platform. Very clear. Very clear. So if something is even unclear, you need to seek clarification rather than relying solely on someone somewhere that you don't know from Adam, and you give your life to this person and allow this person to deal with it. And we know that we might have made mistakes in the past, but going forward, we are trying to make amendment. And that is what we say. Don't rely on anyone you meet on social media to help you do everything. I've seen my inbox was so full with, can you help me get work visa? I'm like, hold on, take a chill pill. Can I help you get a work visa? I'm pretty much sure this person did not even know. A lot of them sending me that message do not even know the difference between work visa and job offer. Can you help me get work visa? It doesn't really make full sense. But those are the kind of people that get scammed. People that could not differentiate between work visa and job offer. How can I get a job? A job should be the primary, goal, not work visa. It's not as if you are getting work visa without a job offer. So you need to sit for, you need to go for interview, do whatever. And I've explained and explained, but people still want to come into your inbox to come to spoon feed them. And those are the vulnerable ones that this lady, have to deal with at times, mostly. So, and that is what we're saying. They are all might. They are all might. Some people believe that every visa takes the same amount of time. It is a might. Processing times varies. I've seen processing time for resident visa here in New Zealand that is taking almost 6, 7 months. I've seen some, work visa that is taking longer. It depends on, different, perspective, the kind of visa you're applying for, and all those things. And for some people, their own is that a consultant can change immigration law. Thank you very much, Jody. Some people believe that a consultant can change immigration law. They don't know that if they know immigration law, they will know that most of all those things Rosie talks about, they are lies. Change your mindset. The thought of a white person knows better than you. Fantastic. That's another key point that somebody has dropped in the comment section. It's only but maybe probably a few, if like an average of everyone that might have, one way or the other travel based on work or something, they have to raise their shoulder high. Raise your shoulder high. You might even know more than whoever. In fact, some people, imagine somebody said, okay, they sent CV to our auntie Rosie, and then the initial CV they sent to her was better than the mistakes that they sent back to the person, and they collect money for review of the CV. We've not seen that CV. We can't confirm, but these are testimonials from people that have had dealing, one-on-one dealing, and we will not, be silent about that. We will not pay a deaf ear to whatever they are saying. And some people, their own mind is that every overseas job includes sponsorship. No, not every overseas jobs includes sponsorship. And this is where people get it wrong. I will see Rosie on our live stream. And when she asks, what kind of job do you do? And you say, okay, I'm a mechanical engineer. She just go on the maybe sick, I don't know where she's checking it. You just say, oh, there are 1,560 jobs for you. You can come in, this and that. It's no be so. It's not like that. Out of that 1,005, whatever, even if there were, it might just be few, just little people that have sponsorship. And by default, companies that does not have sponsorship in every country is higher than companies that has. And because the reason why this is there is because people companies that have sponsorship, they need to meet some benchmarks, some threshold, financial regulations, all those. There must be regulation for you to get to the level of being able to sponsor people from overseas. In New Zealand, you have to be able to pay them a certain amount of money. Imagine, maybe these people are looking for somebody that is inside the country that they can pay little amount of money to be based on their financial strength. You are not asking them to go and bring people from overseas, and they have to pay to bring them in. So sponsorship, not every job, overseas job, not every job that they tell you 1,500 something, that's sponsorship. First, let's check. Let's filter it out. Which one has sponsorship? Which one does not have sponsorship? And another thing is that a company has sponsorship does not guarantee that they will sponsor you from outside of the country. I have seen KPMG here in this country that somebody applied to from overseas, and they told the person that, oh, unfortunately they cannot sponsor for this particular role. They can't sponsor. They need somebody in the country for this kind of role. Maybe a senior level kind of role that is very high that they now look inward and they didn't see. They can then go out and bring somebody from overseas. Imagine company that has sponsorship that they employ cleaners in their they employ cleaners. They didn't do it with third party. They want cleaners in house. They will not go and pay somebody from overseas to bring the person to come and clean. So, and that is the thing. I mean, they do not pay flight and accommodations. For some company, they might pay. They might want to say, okay, maybe they have relocation package. There is sponsorship, there is relocation package. They might have relocation package for you that they pull together to say, okay, this is 10,000 for you to come overseas. But a lot of fake things that we have seen here, they will say they will pay for relocation package for you, they will pay for your house for you, and they will do everything. You want to kill this company. And all these are some of the red flags that should make you think very fast that things are wrong. Guys, let's support the live stream. Thank you very much for those. We are still on Rosie Consult, the alleged scam, that is currently going on. But we are looking for people with evidences, and a lot of people have been coming up to today. We have not seen one single person that have come out to share that they have, a visa. Every day people have been, here pouring out their mind and saying how they were depressed, how a lot of things happened to them based off dealing with Rosie Consult. However, we still have some people that have in one way or the other worked with Rosie Consult at one point in time, maybe in capacity of moderators or in capacity of helping her to apply for people's visa or putting documentation together for visa while they were in their, not even in Australia, not even seen Rosie Consult before. So most of these people that work with her, most of them have not seen her before, apart from Jenny, who happened to be in Australia. But then most of them they've not seen, or those people that she has gone to Ghana to go see, like Eric. So definitely Eric has seen Rosie. Eric has one way or the other in higher capacity served as the co-founder of Rosie Consult, even when he is saying that he has detached himself from Rosie Consult. We have every kind of sense to say that this might not be true. This might not be true. Eric might be working underground. It might be like a playlet that they have designed behind the scene. They are just showing us because Eric still have his brother in that on that website. So Eric has removed his name, his picture from the website. All these are some of the things telling us they are red flags. Eric has been on this live stream. Eric has confirmed. Hi, hello, Vita. Eric has confirmed on this live stream that all through the time he has been with Rosie, they've not gotten any work visa. And she's there on the live stream canvassing people to come on work visa, sponsorship visa. And at the highest level of it is that she promised people permanent residence of Australia and of New Zealand. Just send us PR, NZ, and RN, registered nurse, permanent resident, New Zealand. So all these are some of the things that we we can of we can of. Vital, have you have any dealing with Rosie Consult? If you have, you can come up. We'll give people time. If you have, you can come up and then you have your conversation. People said that it is alleged because it is not proven by a court, but we know from every indication people have come up. Isaac, you're welcome. We know from every indication people have come up, they have shared their story, and they have evidences to have to prove all these things they have said. We have seen the evidences, and then we were able to help them create a centralized database where people that are falling that were victims or that are victims are able to fill and put in the evidences there so that in case when the authority comes tomorrow, we'll just be able to pass it across. But everything, actually, there are a lot of scammers lately online. That's true. That's true. That's true. A lot of scammers, and then we have to start from somewhere. So, and that is why Rosie's own this business, this scam, this alleged scam had been ongoing for since 2020. What? Somebody should remind me in the comment section. 2023, 2021. Or it's been a long time. That is the one that we have seen people come to share. People said they pay in 2023 to Eric, and Eric was part of this scam. So Eric was part of this scam. 2023, when I met her, that is Kim, she was doing it. Eric has collected money from somebody. The person came to share his story that I paid to Eric. Eric collected my money, and Eric on this live stream told us that he has no, he has no connection with the victims. They didn't pay to him initially, and when these things start, unfolding, people that paid Eric directly came up as well. This is day 24. We have had over 24, 25 people already that have come to share their story on this live stream. There are some that feel like they don't want to share their story on the live stream. Can we just fill the form? Can we just fill the form? We have evidences. Those people that want to do it secretly, they just did it. And imagine at that level, and we're expecting that we will see at least one person that has a visa approval. No one up to now. And again, some of the things we frown at is the fact that Rosie uses someone or some people in Australia already as a marketing strategy. What she does is she go meet people, somebody in Australia before, and the person came to this platform to debunk everything that she has done, put her name everywhere on social media that she have just gotten visa for her or something, which we feel like these are some of the misleading information that she does as a business, and it is very wrong with ethical kind of business. Very wrong. Transparency, no, it is dubious. It is dubious to have gone to meet people and cajole them into advertising, using them as false advertisement, using them as, and those one came to this life and say, I have been in this country for almost 3 years, 2 years. Rosie didn't bring me. I only wanted the visa for maybe somebody, and then I went to meet her. She snapped, and I was surprised when she started putting me on website or something. You should report her to police. It's not as easy as that. They have been reported. She's been reported. So, and she's been reported to most of every authority. So it's just time. Justice takes time, and we are aware of that. But we continue to sensitize people. Are you in NZ? Yes, Diamond, I'm in NZ. So we continue to sensitize people. She is now saying she does NZ and New Zealand. She has promised people permanent resident of NZ. And I'm very surprised that they doesn't even know the difference between permanent resident and residence in New Zealand. If you don't know, don't canvass for it. But when you start canvassing for it online, to vulnerable people that do not have that information, yes, we might blame the victims that they were supposed to. She's in Australia. Rosie is in Australia, right? She's based in Sydney, according to people that know her, that have one-on-one conversation with her. She's based in Sydney. Then she tell them, I'll give you, that's in our world, I'll give you Australia, I'll give you New Zealand, permanent resident. A lady came up and said, I'm a nurse, I'm a registered nurse in Nigeria. And then she said, okay, you're a registered nurse. Oh, this is what will happen. Are you registered? She said, yes, I'm registered, ma. Help me. How many years? 5 years of experience. Okay, don't worry. How old are you? Then she said, I mean, maybe 20 and 42. I mean, so I know, no. That is New Zealand. That's New Zealand. We give you permanent resident of New Zealand. Just straight like that, straight up. And nobody is saying anything. That is very wrong. Permanent resident for nurses that have to go through ECLES and all those their series of certification, registration before they even come to New Zealand at all, and they have to get job before they can even do that. They want to be a permanent resident, not at permanent resident level, but it's fine. She's always coming here to come and listen to the facts, then go back and start correcting herself. But then it is fine. Tapas, no slackers. But we are a bit worried that a lot of people have gone through this, process. We are a bit worried that she's not backing down. We are a bit worried that she's not coming out to come and apologize to her, how she has done, how she has handled people's application. We are a bit worried that you people paid you, and virtually almost all of them, you block them everywhere when they start asking questions. She sells befitting dream to them. It is only people that have information. We will be on that live stream, and we know what she is saying is totally rubbish and wrong. But we will just like people even go to meet these people that she's selling it to, that, oh please, oh, raise this a scam, this and that. They abuse people that comes to save them. That is to tell you the level of which people are so daft. Some not daft. Sorry, I take that one. That is to tell you the level to which some people believe so much in whatever she does. And it is so funny. And even it's not those people that want to leave a faith system alone. There are people in Australia that Rosie also scammed. There are people in Australia that allegedly that they mentioned that she collected money from them, did not do the needful. Not everybody want to leave faith system. Some people just feel like, okay, yeah, we want to call, we want to, we have this Rosie. Somebody was here. It's okay. They give permanent resident. They give her money for permanent resident according to them. According to them, gave money for permanent resident. I don't know how she does it. And the lady said that the friend did interview with some Indians. So it means that what we are looking at is not only Rosie. Rosie might just be the face of this company. This is like a cartel. And she's always saying, I have connection, false hope, false promises. Tell people, come to New Zealand as visitor. I have connection in New Zealand. I will get you the job. I will change it from visitor to work. We have records of all this. She just promised things that is not easy on the face value. She makes it very, very easy. All in the bit of collecting 1,750 Australian dollar. And once you make that payment, that is all. Conversation will change. She doesn't have that time anymore for you. And these are some of the things that we, pulling up and pushing up that narratives. We will allow people to come up. Just let's power tap, and then when we get to 20K, we come up, and then we start today's discussion as soon as possible, and so that we'll be able to close in time as well today. But we just note today is day 24, and a lot of things has been unveiled. Salamatu yesterday. I wasn't fully on the live stream. I was distracted somehow. Salamatu was also mentioned. Maybe we would need someone that can help us speak to Salamatu. I think she's a Ghanaian. If she's able to come, and then we'll be able to. We all need everyone that have contact with Rosie at one point or the other. Let these people come up and help us in this campaign. It is not a campaign of BAMS or the team. It's not a campaign of Smalls. A campaign of Fearless, Oreo Fair, Christian, Malik, Razak, Kim, Bell. It's not a campaign of those of us that are here. It's a campaign. It should be a campaign of every meaningful person that feel like, no, this scam should be stopped. These alleged scams should be stopped. Any meaningful person that listens to people's story, these people's stories, should be able to say no. I bet it that, oh, this is not legit. It's not, because if it is legit, at least we should have one person up until day 24 that will be calling on whether negative or positive, and everything has been negative. And within this negative testimonials, we have seen patterns, and the pattern is that she blocks them. And I'm scared that why on earth will a business block its client? Why on earth? And again, another pattern is that their visa refusal letter is not being sent. It is scam, because it is not our property. It's the property of whoever consulted her or contacted her for her to for services. You can't choose to keep it. And we have seen in couple of occasions people have to call immigration themselves, call immigration New Zealand or Australia themselves to get the copy of their refusal letter in coach. All these are some of the things that makes us wary, and it's really tiring that we are still here. Somebody will say, "Have we caught her yet?" The answer is no. But then, TT, you're welcome. So the answer is no, but we are getting there. We are getting to somewhere. If you know Salamatu, if Salamatu is here, Salamatu, please, I I beg you, in the name of God. I think from what we've heard, you are a bit close to Rosie. If there's anything you need to share, we need people that have at one point, and I believe in something that some people might be dealing with some people and they still do not know fully in what capacity that person scams. Salamatu, SA, Mary, K. Some of all these people that are very close, that one way or the other at one point have been close to. If you talk of Rosie going to platform, I won't accuse whoever Rosie go to their platform, because Rosie has come to this platform before. You'll find victims soon. No, 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 they are victims. They are victims already. We have victims. We have them already. So there's a lot, a long list of victims. We are saying on 24, day 24, and every day we have at least one victim come up. So it's not even about victim. Even if we do not get any victim going forward, the record, the evidence that we have gotten so far from victims is even enough. We are just waiting to get more if they were, or at any point if they are, and if these people can even find a way to get their refund, because services that they pay for, they didn't enjoy that service. And that is the thing. So it's a breach of business, contract and rules. And most of the contract that she have is always on WhatsApp. We're reading the agreement she have with them on WhatsApp yesterday. And kindly note that this 1,700 Australian dollar you are paying is your consult fee and your visa journey or something. Visa journey and your visa consult fee for your journey and visa fee inclusive. No mention of what type of visa, no mention of what is the constitution going to be about. So it's not so clear. And after that, she puts, this is not refundable. Not refundable for an agreement that is drawn in shabby words. Journey, journey. What kind of journey is that? Your New Zealand journey. Can you know that this is your consult fee for your New Zealand journey and visa inclusive? What kind of visa? It's not mentioned, it's not stated, and you go below and say it is not refundable. No, sir, no, ma. But if she's not registered agent with all evidence, you can report her to police. Yes, she has been very vague, kind of contract. It's in fact, I know that it's going to be a whole lot of people. There will be police for crime, there will be immigration for immigration scam, there will be several places, and people have reported. So we are just waiting for whatever it is that they will come out with. So we have people that are supporting her as well, just that some of them have been shifting their goalpost. Some of them have been coming out to say, "Oh, they made mistake. They didn't get it that she was a scam before. Now they've confirmed." Big Police was here yesterday. Very fantastic guy. We appreciate him. He was always at the Rosie's live stream to contest whatever we are doing here. That okay, but now the guy is here. The guy came here and said, "No, no, no, Rosie is a scam." That he has in his word. He has some evidence already that Rosie is a scam. And these are some of the people that are close. They block each other, or it was big police that block Rosie or something. There is a guy also, or guy investor was also there saying whatever we are doing here, we are wasting our time according to what people said. And he came here and then you know change that word again to say no, 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 no. He has confirmed. So it's just confirmation. We just want people to do that due diligence, confirm properly. Don't add emotions to it. Make sure that you go by fact. A lot of people have come up. They have said their story. You cannot say with all this story that it is just story and there is no evidence. There are evidences attached to it. And I want to appreciate everyone that have been, you know, supporting this live stream to now. I'll be bringing people up now. You can Smalls happy weekend. Smalls was good. So and I'm very very sure that this thing is going to, have a favorable outcome soon. It's tiring, I must say, confess, but then very soon, if you have been a victim, please, or if you are a victim, kindly, uh, do send an invite. We'll be keen to hear your own story too. And it could be positive story and it could be negative story. And if you I think the person will be expecting today will be some of the people that have worked with Rosie before. We have sent a message to K to come back. K was here previously, as well as someone that has worked with Rosie maybe through 2023 or 2024 or 5. I can't remember. But then K also mentioned that no visa was given at the time where he was working with Rosie. Every member that worked with her had, you know, they told us here on this live stream that there were no visa, that was issued, favorable visa. Everything is always, visa rejection, and then she still keep on doing it. She was supposed to be an advisor in quotes if people want to do visit visa, to advise them that no, visit visa might be tough, but she is the one that pushes visit visa because you feel like, okay, if I promise them work, there might be a problem. But if I push visa to them, when their visa is refused, they won't remember to ask me of the work visa that I promised them when they get to the country. It's just that is just the that brain kind of thing that she uses at that level. So she's operating for a few years. She has been operating for a few years now, from what we know, 2023, from the evidence we have so far. People from 2023 that made payment in 2023 had come up, but now we are still on this case. We are not saying she's a scammer yet, but she's still alleged. But this allegation, is it not too overwhelming? This allegation, is it not easy to quickly pronounce who she is? However, we will still keep tab of it. People should ask in question, they should ask question, and that is what we are saying. If you are going to deal with any agent, migration agent, ask necessary question. Don't shy away from question. People don't ask question previously, but now that they start asking question, we've noticed some trend. She start blocking them. If you have too much question, she even say on the live, you trust me, that's why you come to me. You have to trust me. Which kind of trust? Trust is being earned. It's not by word. People will trust you based on you showing your previous workings, dealings, people that you have helped, not when you are coming to fake help. You fake help, you fake people everywhere. Bring people that you didn't bring to Australia. You told them, oh, I brought this person to Australia, this person to Australia. She said there's some family that is coming to Australia in August 13, and we are still waiting. Rosie, we are here. We will be looking at everywhere now for those family. Let them come safely. Let them come safely. You don't put narrative out there. A lot of people can listen properly to whatever you're saying. The family is coming. Thank you for those people. The last audio I heard, thank you for those people that have gotten their visa. When we keep on saying that she has not gotten any favorable visa, she then went ahead to do a video or something that thanks to those people that are getting their visa now. We appreciate you for staying with us in this difficult time. And we know that by tomorrow, another visa will be approved. Then that is that line tomorrow, another visa will be approved. How can you, as an agent, or maybe probably a recruitment agent, know when a visa will be approved? So whenever you want to talk, Rosie, just please put the word normal in it. Is you cannot say tomorrow visa will be approved. You are not immigration authorities that grant visa. Tomorrow another visa will be approved. You are expecting another visa tomorrow. Okay. It is me that is thinking too much, and because I've gone through immigration, application, and I know how it can be tiring and stressful in New Zealand and Australia. And somebody will say tomorrow. I know how long it took me to get my visitor visa. Is it only visa for Australia? And I was like, what is happening here? I'm always going back. I'll go and check the timeline. This thing has passed the timeline. What is happening? Almost 2 months. What is happening here? So, but somebody will say it is tomorrow, their visa will be given. It is fine now. No one can ever know when it will come out. So that is only Rosie. Oh, and what people have said, what Rosie that cannot say does not exist, not do at this time. So I hope that we continue to sensitize people. And the reason why we have people here is we sensitize people that can also take on the gospel to every other place to go and sensitize people. Because I think at this level, at this time, what we can do is sensitization. The more awareness we are able to create for people, the more those that have been aware are able to give other information to people. Just yesterday, somebody was here on this live stream. They were about paying Rosie. Is it yesterday or the first day? They were about paying it. The brother, the lady is in UK, the brother is in Nigeria. They were about paying Rosie, a mechanical engineer or something. And then I think what she promised was permanent resident of New Zealand. Something. I'm like, is it that easy? Permanent resident. But then they have to pay the consult fee, whatever that 1,004. Then we asked this lady, this 1,004 is for what? They couldn't answer directly. But then the lady went, I said, okay, let me go and check. Then the lady went to see that it's just the money is for consult fee, nothing. So I'm not asking the lady, okay, what is the consult? What is embedded in the consult? These are some of the things that we have. Nothing. Is it that consult for visa, consult for what kind of thing is embedded in this consult? Ask question. That is what we are saying. If you deal with that and you ask this question, when your question is too much, at most you will be blocked and you'll be saved. It must be opera as in consult. Some people say she gave you they want to do work visa. She's charging 1,950 for Australian work visa. And people say even the visa itself is more expensive than the amount you are charging. So what where is she seeing her own visa? Is there a cheap visa somewhere that we are not aware of? All these are some of funny, right? But this is what the reality. It's just the reality. So thank you guys. I see an invite. I don't know if the person is a victim. Hayobami will accept that invite now. I'll allow people come up. I think we are in 18.7K now. So 18.7K, 8.78. Don't forget, she says she is a very don't forget she says she's a very important person in Australia. Yes, yes, very important person in Australia. And only her. She says she has a connection to Papua New Guinea. I cannot forget that one. And I'm always, it busts my head that she has connection with Papua New Guinea government to bring in about 300 and something people to New Zealand and Australia. And I'm like, hey, only Rosie. Rosie and government, they are 5 and 6. 5 and 6. But it is what it is, right? We just hope that people are very careful, even if they have to deal with her. Ask questions first. Make sure that you really understand. Make sure that there are agreement and that agreement is clear and you have a lawyer by your side because it is now going to be legal thing that because if you are not clear, ask question. And if you keep on asking question, we know that you will be blocked. And if you are blocked, you are saved. So that's the thing. I've seen people come to do that they were asking questions, they were asking questions, and then they just remove the she removed them from the group that their question is too much. If you feel like you know too much, Rosie will remove you. So she's not ready to explain anything. Just pay the money. Let me scam you. That's her approach. If you don't want to pay, then go. So she wants easy prey, not people that will frustrate her. But if you can ask questions, then you'll be someone frustrating her, and then these are some of the things that people have said, and then we have seen, you know, play out in the evidences that have been shared, and that is why we are keen to talk about it. And we hope that people are aware. And then for those people that are supporting her at this time, mm, I can't. There's no word I can say to these people. Let me start bringing people up. So smalls, smalls. One way or the other, I'm not seeing people. Smalls. I don't see TT. It's been a while that TT comes to this platform, right? To share. story. I think Titi should be a collaborator too, right?
Hi guys.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, how are you? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah,
hello.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been very busy. I've been moving places, so that's why to
And then
Rosie. The last time I spoke to her, I sent her a message. I sent her a message asking her when is she returning, when is she reimbursing the money for my candidates, and she ignored me. She just kept quiet, so I just left it like that. And what I told myself is that we are doing this movement, and in the end, something will give, and hoping that she'll go to jail.
I'm not so sure people remember who you are anymore, Titi. I think maybe probably I want to give them a big bit of refresher,
Yes.
and then give a bit of more refresher so that people understand where you are. And a lot of new people have come up, and then some people here, they just want to still confirm if she's legit or not. So can you just refresh their memory how it all started with you, Rosie, and everything? Yeah.
Okay. Actually, there is a guy that told me about Rosie. There are a few guys that I sent to Europe, the truck drivers. So they told me about Rosie. I think I didn't mention this one. So they actually gave me her contact details, and I reached out. So that was in I think that was late last year, but I paid this year in February. That is when I paid. But before paying, I requested for the collaboration. So the first thing that I did was to pay for her services. That was $50, right, to talk to her, because she says you can't talk, we can't talk for free. So I paid the $50, had a meeting with her and Eric. Yeah, there were two. So I think she said it was 3 a.m. or it was 1 a.m. that side in New Zealand. So we spoke, and she said I requested for the the collaboration documents. That is the passport, the contract, the agreement. Sorry, the licenses for her business, the registrations for her business. So I sent her mine, everything. And it took a while for her to send me the things that I had requested. And we ended up fighting. We fought a lot. We fought a lot, and it was very difficult for her to comply. So, and as for the license, it took a while for her to tell me that she's not licensed, because I was looking for accreditations, because I sent her my accreditation, and she said to me, she ended up telling me that she's not registered, or she was doing it via someone else. I didn't even understand everything. So after that, what I did was I sent her candidates. I sent her two candidates. And every time when we had these meetings, trying to or wanting to understand more about what she does, she always told me, I even asked for reviews, and she didn't give me any. So she said to me, I should send the candidates so she can process them. So I sent her two candidates just to test. I had so many candidates who wanted to go to New Zealand and also Australia. So when I sent her two candidates, she said she has she assessed them but it took only just a few seconds to tell me that she's assessed them. I don't think she even looked at the CVs. So she said she has assessed them, and then I should send. Oh, she said I should send money. The okay. First things first. Before sending the money for the candidates, she said I should pay the 2,500. That was the collaboration fee. So I paid 500, right? And then I paid again. How much was it? I paid 2,000. So altogether, summing up, the money that I sent to her was 2,500, right? No, I'm not in Australia. I'm in South Africa. I'm based in South Africa. So yes, she then took the 2,500, and then the next month she promised that she'll be giving me updates every week. And one of the candidates was okay, is a housekeeper. She said she qualifies. The other one is an enumerator. She has a degree. At least that one I know that she qualifies. So when she took the money, she disappeared. We were fighting. Through the whole month, we were fighting because she didn't, until she blocked me. So I was talking to Eric on the side, asking him what is going on, because we are not getting anything. So in short, she didn't do anything. It's been 4 months already. We're going into 5 months. She hasn't done anything at all. She hasn't processed anyone. She's refusing to reimburse me. I ended up the contract that I had sent to her from my lawyer, even though the one that she sent to me was not signed, I ended up saying, I don't want this anymore. So I sent her a drafted contract, taking myself out from everything. And she told me that the contract that was not even signed said, I'm not supposed to get any money I'm not supposed to get back any money because I have already signed the contract, which was not complete. So until today, I haven't gotten anything from her. So this is it. Yeah, that's a huge amount. 2,500 is a very huge amount. So I'm failing to get anything from her. Oh, the other thing that I'm forgetting, the biggest one. So after 1 month, she tried debiting my account without my consent. She tried taking money from my account. And when I asked her, she kept quiet. She never said anything. She never commented. When we were in a meeting with my lawyer, my accountant, in the whole of her team, she didn't say anything. And I think I've sent you the, the proof that she tried debiting my account. It's still there on the list of documents that I sent.
So TT, my name's Kim. I'm in Australia. How are you going?
Hi Kim, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just have a question. Have you lodged any formal complaint at all as yet?
Yeah, I tried to go to the bank. I tried taking it up with the bank, and they said they can't help me. They will try and investigate as to what is going on, what went down, but I'm still waiting even now, but I'm just hopeless
So it sounds
that
like
I'll.
you were acting as an agent for Rosie Consult.
Yes.
Okay. And did you only refer two people or was there more?
No, I only referred to because I was testing to see if it was working.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, with all those red flags that were coming up for you, like, you know, with communications and money and all those things that you mentioned, at any time did you think about, hey, this doesn't sound right, and do your research and homework?
Yes, I did. Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Just when all the red flags that were coming up for Rosie and the dealings that you had with Rosie, at any stage did you think this does not sound right, and actually do some homework and background check on Rosie?
Well, yes, I did. When I did my background, in fact, the firstly, before we did anything, after talking or before we talked, I tried to do my due diligence on her, and I think what fooled me, I will say this, um, is the what is this? The TikTok following and the constant
Yeah.
meetings that she was having with what should I say,
Anyone and
the
everyone.
yeah, with
Immigration
every
and, you
yeah,
know, I
with
mean, she's got a,
everyone. So
yeah, that's right. She's got a great persona out there, right? She's the most important person in Australia, in her words. And she's a very important person. No one's ever heard of her. But I just want to say to everybody, Chat GPT, if you put in and ask for a review on Rosie Consult, it will tell you that they have visa scamming issues.
okay, I did that as well. By that time, it didn't tell me anything about scamming. It just told me to be careful. That's what
Okay.
I got from ChatGPT.
Okay.
So I tried and tried before I could even make a payment. So the guys, I've been trying to get the guy to come here. I've been sending them the links, BAM's link, so that they also, I'm sure they did not get their money. I think I have to bring them in so that they can also say their stories. I'm sure there are a lot of truck drivers that are sent to Europe that try to go via Rosie and they were scammed. So
Oh,
I'll make sure
definitely.
that I bring them as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great. I mean, the more people that we have evidence and testimonies from, the greater the case will be, right? So
Yeah, true.
it's so important that this person is held accountable for what she has done to many people. I just want to note too to everybody in the room that yesterday, from an Australian standpoint, Australian Immigration Department released a Directive 119, and that directive contained that all offshore visas will not have priority at this stage. All onshore visas that have been applied onshore, they will
Hmm.
get priority over offshore. So anyone who's thinking about applying to come to Australia, be aware that your wait will be 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's just the update from the department yesterday.
Hmm.
Kim, what
Yeah.
could be driving that new directive? Is it just resort based on low level of resourcing or
Yeah,
anti-migrant push or what's driving it?
I think it's small. So I think it's driven by a combination. To be honest, there's a backlog in all onshore visas. People that have been waiting 2 and 3 years already. There's also a really, you know, if you've looked at any of the news, there's a big push on the immigration numbers. And there's been changes to the stats on immigration as well. So, in the sense that they've got certain numbers allocated for each region across the world, each country, say China, Africa, you know, and they are going to become very strict about the numbers from each country.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think the drivers is a few, like it's combined, but yeah. But they
Uh,
released the directive yesterday. It is online and available, but it's definitely the onshore visas will get priority at this stage.
I remember during COVID, even post-COVID,
Yes.
New Zealand started closing their embassies and processing centers. I knew that was going to be another sort of nightmare for processing, and they started bringing
Yes.
most processing onshore.
And do you remember, I don't know about New Zealand, Smalls, but in Australia, when it was possible, the amount of visas that got released straight after COVID that had been in the backlog was amazing. There were so many partner visas that were released, family visas, people that had been waiting for a long time. So, yeah, that was really good to see.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
TC, thank you. That's all the questions I've got for you, honey. Thank you.
Hi, Titi. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for sharing. I think, yeah, I think, like when I often hear people, Titi, say, where's the evidence? Like I always, it still amazes me. 3 weeks on, I mean, this like the fourth week, and people still ask, we don't have evidence. It just makes me, I don't know, how do you feel, Titi, when you hear such questions? Because I'm sure you might have watched some of the recordings.
Okay, they're saying where's evidence that Rosie scammed me?
Oh yeah. Some people generally just ask the question, no, that we're just talking. We don't like the woman. Maybe that's why we're doing this, or we want to gain likes. That we don't have any evidence. I don't know. How do you feel when you hear those kinds of statements?
The thing is, if it hasn't happened to you, you will not understand. Myself, I've got two candidates that I'm trying to place using my money from my pocket to place them elsewhere or to reimburse. One of them, I'm still trying to reimburse her because there's one thing to be careful about. They'll be calling sooner or later, they'll be calling me a scammer. I'm a company that is registered and accredited and also registered with the Department of Labor in South Africa. So I'm not a fly by night. I've been doing this for the past 6 years. So a lot of people trust me. So they know I've helped a lot of people who have been scammed before, and I've helped them send them to overseas for work. So if you are saying I need to give evidence, the only people that I can give evidence, and I've done that already, is BAM's and team, because they are trying to assist us in getting this woman for scamming a lot of people, and there are a lot of people who can't bring themselves to this group or to tell us that they've been scammed by Rosie. They are scared somewhere. They're just sitting and scared. They don't know what to do. Some of them have just given up whilst they paid a lot of money to Rosie and they were blocked, and they don't know what to take, what next step to take. So I'm pleading with you guys. This is not a joke. This is serious. Tomorrow it can be your relative. Tomorrow it could be you, if ever you haven't been scammed. This is serious. This money, people work hard for this money. You can't work hard for this money and choose to give it to someone just so they can live a lavish life.
Yeah,
So
I
this
agree
is not a
completely.
joke.
I'm sorry that you're taking this money from your own pocket because of this lady. I really am sorry to hear that. But yeah, people are asking why they're scared. I think for some people, this dates back to 2023 and they're like, look, I've lost my money. I just don't want to be a part of it. I've moved on and found a different pathway, all these types of things. And they probably just don't want the drama in their life, right? But then there's other people, like you said, TT, that it was really difficult to get this money in the first place for it to
Yeah.
be wasted like this.
Mm.
So everyone's stories are a little bit different, right? But hopefully they'll come forward, and even if they don't want to come on the platform, they can contact BAMS or Smalls or EQ or somebody to explain their experience, so we can try and represent them as well with whatever evidence they have.
Yeah, and also, Kim, people need to do their due diligence. Even there's someone who's asking if are we like an urgent or a referral pathway to Rosie. I'm not working with Rosie. I'm not working for Rosie. I have my own company. I have my own agency. So what I did, it was a collaboration for her to assist me with my candidates to go either to New Zealand or Australia. So I'll go back to my statement that I made to say people need to check whether a company or a person is licensed to do this, especially for Australia and New Zealand, so that they are safe. They need to request for the license numbers and all that, and also make sure that they are dealing with people that will assist them in the end, because what we need happy and a happy ending, and we need results in the end, instead of people crying, because at the end of the day, everyone will be called a scammer, whilst we are trying to help our people to migrate to greener pastures.
And I think even the number they give you, there is then a register that you can tap into in Australia to check that number. So don't believe any number that you're given. I could give you any number in the world, but you need to then get on and check. But as soon as they say they're not registered, walk away. Walk away. It's illegal, number one. Here in Australia, it's illegal. I don't know about in South Africa, but definitely if somebody's not registered, just don't be a part of it. Simple.
Yeah, there are too many fly-by-nights, and people need to be vigilant at all times. And also, people they can apply on their own. They can check those companies. There are companies in New Zealand, there are companies in Australia, and then after applying, if they get an offer letter, they can then look for a licensed immigration agent that can assist them with submitting for visas and stuff. Instead of just relying on one person, they can pay the money, and then in the next minute, the person is gone. They are blocked, or they are not even responding anymore. It's very important to do your due diligence before doing anything with anyone.
And both Australia and New Zealand, they actually have their own immigration portals. So if your application is not, if you don't have access to your portal, that's a red flag straight away. That's your property, your information. So if you don't have access to that portal and you don't have access to the application, in most cases, the application was never lodged, right? But you need to make sure, from your point of view, that you set up your own immigration portal as well. Or at least you have a solicitor or a lawyer that's setting it up and they give you the login. Like, that's your information. Anyone withholds that information, that's a red flag straight away.
Titi,
No, this woman is evil. That's what I can say. She's evil.
Titi, I've written a couple of referee reports for people who have been employed. I think about 2 recruitment agencies.
Yes.
So do you what works for your company? Would you like to connect to local recruitment agencies here in New Zealand, or is it mostly for the visa that you are mostly focused in, or a bit of both?
Yeah, a bit of both.
A
For
bit of
both,
both.
because we're looking for work. We would like to place people from this side to that side for placements and visas.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, I could probably look through my emails and probably connect you to one or two of those. People have
Okay,
written
that will be great. That will be great.
referee report. You can. I know you guys, the agents. You can do your things in the background and talk to each other and see if the market, if your pool meets their needs. Then you guys could probably work something out, because it's now clear and it's now apparent that Rosie has no clue what she does. She can't even get documents, people's names, people's data right. She doesn't even know the categories of visas. She doesn't even know the categories of jobs. All she does is go on to Google. When you say, I'm happy you mentioned, I was listening when you mentioned housekeeping. She would just go online, type in housekeeping in the Google search, or on any of these job sites, and she will tell you, oh, there are 6,000 jobs in Australia. Ah, I can get you the PR. So
Just
there are
that
things that she doesn't even look through, if those companies, because there's I mean, you're an agent, you know the differences. So there are instances where employers, they advertise directly. There are other instances where they go through a third party, a recruitment like yourself. Then you do all the screening, interview, then select the best candidates and push those to the employer. So she doesn't even have any clue how all of those work. So it's
she
quite
doesn't.
it's really quite shocking.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I've even
Smalls, I want
tried.
to say in
Oh,
Australia, we
sorry.
have, oh, sorry, TT, you go.
It's okay.
I was just going to
Oh,
say
you go.
about our skills shortage list, right? The idea of the skills shortage list is to get that particular trade or that particular um, expertise that we can't get enough of in Australia. So I don't know on any skills shortage list where there is a housekeeper, because Joe Blog down the road or my cat could go do the housekeeping. I don't own a cat, but if I owned a cat, I could actually send the cat in to do the housekeeping. So Australian Immigration Department are not going to bring somebody from Africa, from China, from wherever for housekeeping. If
You,
they were a civil engineer or an architect or a doctor or a nurse, yes.
you
I'm
know,
just saying.
we were laughing one day where she was promising driver, you know, just a normal car driver. Let's say I own a private car.
Like,
It
really?
was just a mess. Yeah, she was saying, "Oh, driver, yeah, yeah, yeah. PR. We need drivers." I'm like, I had to get Bams to explain to the people on the audience that day how driving works. In Australia, New Zealand. Like everybody, even the someone like Prime Minister, probably the driving, but aside that, the ministers, they drive themselves.
Correct. There's no
You
chauffeurs, very
Yeah.
few. There's Uber drivers, there's taxi drivers. That's about it, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Um,
And also,
Great.
they didn't even know what an interview is, because I asked them to interview my candidates, and at least familiarize them with the whole process of and their pathway to New Zealand. They I was so embarrassed for my candidates. The one who's a housekeeper, she was telling her that when you come through, to Australia. I can even stay with you. There's someone that needs a housekeeper next door. I don't know where. I will send it to her so that you can start working and whatnot. It was really, really bad. It was really,
Unprofessional.
really bad.
Yeah. As soon as you mix those lines as a professional, you don't ever get them back, right? So,
No,
and
she's
you
not a
sound very
professional at
professional,
all.
TT.
What I asked yesterday, Kim, in the comment
Mm-hmm.
section was that how come, everybody. So I wake up by, probably 5:30, 6 a.m. Get kids ready. Boom, I'm at office 8:30, 9. You close around 4:30, 5:30. Rush home. Your day is done. Why is it that Rosie works at night in Australia?
Oh, you know the
Yeah,
reason, right?
always.
Have you been able to figure that out?
Yeah, because it's where she captures all the Africans. It's a good time for them.
Oh, when they are waking up.
It's the time. Yeah, it's the time zone, brother.
Yeah, she's
I
flying
wondered that
us.
right from the beginning, right? I was like, why is this lady doing this? And then I used to see how many, everybody was African that was coming in the room. And I was like, okay, we're just watching, we're texting people going, don't give her any money. And because my husband's Senegalese, as you guys know,
Yeah.
like, oh, hang on, that information's not correct. That information's not correct. It's all started to add up, right? So, yeah, I was like, I got your number, don't you worry.
Because a
Yeah,
normal
because I
agent
used
like
to.
Titi,
Yes, yes, Bams.
please, if you can share your normal working hours, because sometimes this Rosie takes us as fools, like we don't know anything, like we're dumbs. So if you could share your normal working hours, that would be grateful. That would be really helpful.
You mean this side, Africa?
Yeah. That's the normal working hours.
Yeah, it's actually 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I usually I used to speak to her around that side will be like 3 a.m. She would say it's 3 a.m. from 1 p.m. From 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. she's not sleeping. And I would it's quite disturbing because someone would do that every day, you know.
Yes, and
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 Kim
that's
is
the
right.
lengths that she's gone to, right?
She will
That's
be
what is
capturing.
disturbing. Yeah, she's going to capture as
Yeah,
many
she'll be
Africans
capturing
in the net.
Africans. Yeah, we are her ex. Actually, she's frying us. Yeah, we are fried. The other thing, Bams, what I wanted to tell you is that I got a licensed immigration agent for New Zealand that I'm dealing with right now. He managed to give me an insight of what is going on, like the whole process. And also that's when I got to know that if you don't have a skill or if you don't have a degree, because a
Oh,
degree or a skill
don't
can
mention
be,
it, Titi. You just
yes.
hold those information, yeah, because Rosie and minions, they are listening. They will go steal that, then they will go repackage her life to get more victims.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see how bad she is. Okay.
yeah. So they
We are
come here.
tired of,
They
we are
come here.
tired
They
of
take
this
notes.
woman.
Yeah, they come here. They take notes. Then she goes on to
Get
improve her
information.
scanning. Yeah.
And you got to remember, this lady went from a charity to a record label side by side, and then all of a sudden, overnight, became a visa agent.
Kim, can you please mention just to remind the audience, mention the number of artists that she has launched from her
What
record label,
artist?
please?
Oh, by the
I
Yeah.
way, she says
Kim has the
she has the
numbers.
company, right?
stop it, Smalls. I say zero, right? I did hear one artist in the time that 2023. On the website, it advertised that she had over 5,000 or something, right?
Oh my goodness.
But there's no testimonies there. There's no factual evidence. So I heard one person sing, and when she first started to do her TikTok lives, everybody would come up in the box, all the Africans again, and sing. And that's how she started on TikTok. And then she'd say, all right, I'm going to put you on the label. I'm going to get you on a recording deal. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's how it all started.
What is the biggest music record label in US?
Oh, God. I'd have to Google that. Hang on. Give me a sec.
Because I'm just trying to phantom like 5,000 artists. Like Rosie would have been in Hollywood, you know, the MTV Music Awards. Like she would have been all over the globe by now, you know. 5,000 artists. Wow. So yeah, Titi, you're right. You put in the hours, you put in, your 8 to 5, 8 to 4, 8:30 to 4:30, you put in the hours. Rosie doesn't put in the hours. She goes on her day, probably sleeping.
It's called QuickBucks, right? She doesn't have to do the work. She can take people's money and then block them.
Yep.
No, she will never see heaven, this one. I'm sorry to say.
It's disgusting.
I know, but she'll never. Really
Yeah, Belle. She's the biggest recruitment agency in Australia.
And she's a well-known Australian, apparently. Please.
Yeah.
So she has everyone. She thinks she has everyone in her pocket.
Yeah.
And she thinks she can get away with it.
Modify her business. So now that she knows that being a visa agent, right, in Australia is illegal, she then goes and changes the websites. She changes the phone numbers. She changes the email addresses. She changes the narrative around what services she provides.
She didn't even know what a professional email was, because I asked why are they using Gmail. You can't be a professional company. You can't be a registered company and be using a Gmail account. What is that?
Yeah,
She
exactly.
only changed it now to a .com.
It is.
You know,
It is.
there is no order whatsoever. There is no order. If she says she's running a company, then it's just rubbish. I'm sorry to say, it is rubbish. You can't run a company and take people's and collect people's monies, and then the next thing you just want to be arrogant. You don't want to update them on anything. It's easy for her to say you are not getting your money back because the contract says, whilst you haven't even given one update as to what is going on. There is no process whatsoever. She's not processing anything. What she does is she takes from the next person that comes. She's just collecting money. That's it.
Yeah. No
That
conscience
woman
at
is
all.
evil.
No conscience at all.
No, Bams, she should go to jail. They should go to jail. All of them. All of them. And the other thing that she did was I asked for an invoice. Before making a payment, I asked for an invoice and they sent me that Stripe thing. What was that? The link to Stripe. So I asked for an invoice. This is the reason why I ended up bringing my accountant and my lawyer onto the meeting, and it was bad. And there's one South African lady that is working for Rosie. I've forgotten her name. She even said it's normal. Rosie was saying, I cannot give out an invoice that has my account details because the invoice that she gave to me was not complete. And I said to her, you can't give me, we do returns, SARS returns this side, and we need to submit a proper invoice with banking details. So the banking details should match the registration of the company, the Rosie Consult thing. And she said, no, I've been scammed before. I cannot give out my account number. And I asked her, where is this Stripe pouring to? Maybe it's pouring into a personal account, or it's pouring into somewhere. We don't even know. How are we going to do a paper trail where our money is going to? So we need a proper invoice. It was World War 34, I'm telling you.
Oh, I can imagine.
She
So do
did
you
not.
remember the South Africans, like the lady's name?
I think it's Glenda. Bams is Glenda,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we've heard of
Yeah, it's
her.
Glenda. So yes, so my
So
accountant asked
yeah,
her.
so Bams is in a meeting. He's trying to organize one of the Ghanaians we heard of yesterday to come on the live to share her story. So yeah,
Oh,
we'll just
Snow,
keep
thank
talking
you.
until he joins back in.
So I just want to say
It's
something
all
to
right.
Timmy in the comments. Sorry, guys. So Timmy, I know it didn't happen to you because you obviously did your research. But you know, she shouldn't be doing this to people. No matter whether you think whoever is responsible for it, they've paid their money,
No.
they expected a service, and they should have got a service, and they did not get a service. So that is not within the guidelines here in Australia. It definitely does not. It breaches all of our standards in fair trading, in everything that we believe in. So I have to disagree with you there because these people were preyed on. They were promised the world. So no, I disagree with you on that one. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, just to add to that, she's very convincing. She will call you sweetheart, blow you kiss,
All the nice names.
Yeah, she will tell you that she will now whip a story around the one that day I was like, wow, this woman is a class act. She said that, Ghanaians go to the market, they come to her house to cook. They're like brothers and sisters, the Ghanaians that live around her. So as an African, when you hear that, you'll be like, wow, this is home. This is
Yeah, it's a
so
trust thing, right? She
yeah,
wants
yeah,
to
yeah.
get people to trust. She's grooming them, ready to take their money and then dump them, right? So
Yeah, she's a smooth operator, that one. She trained herself to do this.
she is, but she's not smart. She's not well educated. She can't even keep a track of her lies. So 1 minute she's been in business for 4.5 years, the next minute she's been in for 6.5 years. The next day, it's a totally different story. I think she's had every illness known to man and hospital visit you can have. Like, she can't keep up with her lies.
And she also says her company, she's been doing this forever. Her registration says she's been operating for 1 year. So everything that she says or everything that she presents is all a lie. Like yeah, I hope this is the last of Rosie. I hope so, because it's very difficult to get money, especially in Africa. It's very, very difficult. So you find that someone has been saving that money for years, for her to, or him to just give it to Rosie just like that.
Totally.
Good morning.
It's easy to sleep on the road, to sleep on the under the bridges here in Africa if you don't have money for rental. Imagine you change your life, but the next thing someone comes and takes that money away from you, and you're left with nothing for you to start again. Where do you start? Where do you start?
Guess the latest lie that when I heard that, I was so shocked. I think Kim already heard that recording.
Please. Or
She said
alone.
she
Yeah.
said she owns a chicken farm in Cameroon. Please, any
Who is owning a
Cameroonians?
chicken farm?
Yeah.
Smooth.
So please, any Cameroonians here that knows Rosie's chicken farm in Cameroon, please, we want to
What?
hear from you. She says she uses that chicken farm to feed poor families. that she
That's
feeds
a
people with
lie.
cancer, people with disease. Like, I don't know, Kim.
Yeah.
I don't know that level of philanthropy. You are either born with a silver spoon, or you've made so much money in investments, probably property, mining
No,
in
she doesn't
Australia
even
or
own a
something.
property. She's a rental. She
Yeah,
has a rental in Australia. So she's got nothing. She's all talk and got nothing.
Sure,
yeah.
so she takes our money so as to pay rent. You know, she knows how to push you to pay for money. She pushes you. She doesn't even care about anything.
No, once she gets the money, you're blocked after that, right? So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the way
I
she
hope
is.
this is the last of her.
Well, I think we're definitely dampening her business, judging off how she's not going live every day at the moment. And her
Okay.
numbers are not up either.
My brain trades is from Cameroon. Please send request and come up. Let me see. What
Yeah,
fairness?
She
Fairness,
said she
good
didn't
welcome.
give more
afternoon, guys.
details.
Can I just say something briefly?
Fairness,
Hi,
welcome.
Timmy.
Yeah, good
Welcome to me.
afternoon. Yes. I guess I was on that page. Those years. I think last year. Yeah, I was on that page, and I asked like 5 questions simultaneously, and she was like she couldn't even answer a few things I was asking her. And on that same page, a guy messaged me who was in Australia and told me specifically like this woman, she's a walking red flag, and I
It
shouldn't
might have been
believe
my
in what she's
husband, was
saying.
it?
So now I said something like, I do not pity who has paid, whoever has paid her, because right from the onset, well, people were manipulated, and I guess most of my own people, they believed that because of her skin, they felt she was saying the truth. And if you are going to a country, of course, I've been on Palm's page a long time. I'm trying to, of course, I've been also trying to move to Australia or New Zealand. I've applied, gotten positive, negative, something, and people don't do their due diligence. And because our people like outsourcing too much, there's nowhere on earth someone will give you a job offer later without even an interview. Even if you are given a fake this thing, there are you need to do your due diligence, because we have been used to paying this, paying that, and going forward, this is 2026. People should understand there are more than 1,000 roses all over. Look, I'm in Dubai. They do this thing face to face, and when you lose your money, police is not even saying anything, because police will blame you for being stupid and being foolish by trying to move to another place without doing your due diligence. They do a lot of things. Filipino, Indians, a lot. They scam people every day. And I'm not even sure this lady will be apprehended, because she still has the balls to come on live. So my thing is like, so what people who have been scammed, what have they been doing? Have they filed a class action? Have they involved Interpol? Have they involved FBI? What, have they gone to
Yeah.
embassies? There are embassies in your country where you have been scammed. Go to embassies, maybe in Nigeria, in Nigeria, or Abuja, or Ghana, or whatever. Go and file a class action. She has a picture, she has a video. She's a real person. She's not a ghost. But we have just been talking for 40 days, talking, and yeah. So to me, I've not had the latest concrete things. Even the Africans in Australia, they can't apprehend her. So what's the latest? And she still has the balls to come online. That's my
Yeah.
thing, and it's painful. Like, you have scammed people, and you still have that balls and confidence to come and still speaking. I know what pains me more is the bulk of the Africans who are loitering around her, the Eric and other and
Yes.
all those stores, and I feel like, well, this whole thing. So nobody has the balls to apprehend those guys too at their location. Like, nobody, by now they should have cut in one of their legs, of blew off one of their eyes. See, there's no mercy for scammers. There's no mercy, really. I've been on the street for a long time, so I know you don't mess with people. And if this money is actually valuable to you, if this money is your ardent currency, you should have taken action. File a class action. Do a Google Word, whatever. Let people sign. Get 1,000 signatures, real signatures. File to Interpol. File to embassies. Do everything. By now, she should have been arrested because she faked a lot of things. She faked a lot of, and you are even giving people fake job offer. Get those complaints, let them report, let them file through their lawyers. And okay, this lady is trying to manipulate. Of course, these are grievous offenses. But I think we've just been talking, and to me, nobody's going to do any jail. No,
Yeah, there's a lot going on though, Timmy, in the
yeah,
background. But Senaid
yeah,
wants to ask you a question.
yeah. I don't know. Please, guys, like, maybe I need to know what is going on. Like,
Hello,
what is the latest?
Timmy. Good evening from here. How are you doing?
So, all right, so maybe.
Timmy, good evening.
Me, I can go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so I can sense the frustration in your voice because you are bothered about what is going on. That's good. We applaud you for sharing that experience. And now, the first thing is, I'd like to say, you've offered so many solutions. Thank you. Some of them have been done, but since you are here, like no man is an island. You might have a certain knowledge of a certain amount of knowledge or expertise that we might not have thought of at this time. So I would appreciate any other support you'd be able to offer for us to be able to nail it down. But where I always beg to differ is when people say Rosie is a red flag and whoever goes on there should be able to identify it. And I always use myself as an example. Before I traveled to the UK, I'd never set foot anywhere outside Africa. I'd only been to a few African countries. Most of the things I knew about Australia that helped me settle into Australia were things that I learned as a result of the mistakes I made in the UK. Even coming into Australia, I'm still learning a few things. Some people that have been scammed by Rosie have more or less never set foot outside their city, not even their country. And then they are not exposed to certain things that you are exposed to living in Dubai or any other part of the world. So yes, there are people that are genuinely victims. I'll give you an example. Someone in Africa, you can tell someone in Nigeria or Ghana today that you know someone who even helped them to Dubai for as low as 100,000 naira. I tell you, that person will believe you because there are people that know that there are people somewhere in the world that have that good heart that can genuinely help you. We call them like angels. There are people like that can just meet you and help you without like any dubious mindset. Whereas there are also other people who can charge you even more than registered agents and still dupe you. So yes, some people fall for those scams. Like me, I think I told Bams and Fearless the last time. When my visa was running out in the UK, I'd explored different visa options and I was with my family. At the last moment, I had no other way of extending my visa in the UK. There was something called COS, if you heard about it. I fell for that. At that moment, I had just 2 days to leave the UK because the employer that promised to sponsor me came to me 48 hours before my visa ran out and told me that they are sorry, their lawyers have done everything possible trying to get my COS released by the Home Office. But the Home Office has refused to release it. And I had the money at that time. And I mentioned it here. I was scammed £22,000 because I needed a visa for myself and my 2 children. You get it? So at that moment, if someone comes and say I fell into the hands of someone like Rosie, at that moment, with 48 hours just to leave a country, I'm thinking about what is going to happen when I go back home. The UK won't allow me to take more than £10,000 out of the country. You understand? If I'm even trying to move, what do I do with my stuff at home? How do I notify my landlord I'm leaving? My phone, my direct debits, my bank loans, my credit cards, all those things come to your mind at that time, particular point in time. So if someone comes to you and tells you that, oh, just give me everything you have and I promise you, and then this person was not someone that could be doubted. This person was an elder in a church. She was a nurse in the UK. She had a family. Her daughter was even studying medicine. So you look at it and say, oh, this person has a lot more to lose before the person will even try to dupe you. And to surprise you that this person turned out to be the devil herself. With less than 48 hours, a Nigerian friend I had stepped in and said, no, Malek, this is really sad. You can't lose everything you worked hard for. And a same Nigerian, the person that duped me was a Nigerian. It was a Nigerian person that also came to my rescue, took me to that person's church, involved the pastor and everyone else in the picture. And then they came to my rescue and I was able to get another sponsorship, certificate of sponsorship. About 4 hours before my visa would run out, we had to sit on the laptop, do everything by priority. And after 6 years, that was one of the reasons why I sat down myself to do everything in Australia, find out how to move to Australia legally, and I came here. So sometimes let's just take it easy. Yes, I know some people are victims. They might have not done their the word is not even coming. But some people are really victims of circumstances. They had no option. And then they saw Rosie online there, not even about being a white woman. Some people just think this might be that woman that God had sent. And then they will fall victims. So I agree with you when you say some people are not looking at the right signals. But I also beg to differ that some people are genuinely victims. EQ is here. She has been on this platform a number of times. She's in Australia. You can tell from her voice and everything. She's educated. She spent some time in Australia. But for her to go to Rosie to try to secure a partner visa, you can tell, someone is asking the question, I'll answer. You can tell that genuinely she explored all options and it just wasn't working out. So maybe when she met Rosie, because of the discussion she had that level of trust. And to whoever is asking, did I get my money back? Yes, it was true, like a bank and everything. That the person is even like 7 deals, because apparently I wasn't the only person. And like Timmy said, so many other people were scammed who were scared to voice out. But when the issue got reported to the police and everything, they created a YouTube channel and everything. And London Met Police got the woman and she went to jail. Okay, so I didn't get my money back, but I got justice because the woman went to jail. The money could be traced to account. It was through a bank transaction and everything. So, Timmy, that is all that I wanted to say with regards to whatever you are saying. Your experience might be different from mine, but I don't believe everyone who fell victim to Rosie was not smart enough. I was very, very smart. I lived in the UK for 6 years. Very, very educated guy. But with less than 48 hours to get a new visa, I fell for the dumbest of scams ever. And I think someone as well might fall for a similar situation. Thank you.
Just to add to that, Senate, so a lot of what we are doing here, I think there are tangible and intangible benefits. So just to align to what Timmy's inquiry, so we have seen a tremendous drop in her viewership and people, going all these bottom lickers, so people no longer go to her live to. I mean, yesterday we had two people here, Big Police and Frank. So these are old-time staunch supporters of Rosie, So we were beginning to see a shift where our brothers, from home, are beginning to see the light and moving away from all she's promising. And because trust me, lots of people, just like what Senate said, lots of people are hanging on to, latching on to Rosie, believing that someday they will send her their CV to her and she would somehow recognize that they've been on her live for, I don't know, a year. They've been contributing, they've been following her. And then, like, I think Bams mentioned this in one of his presentations that Rosie is someone that, how can you be an agent and then your clients need to come on your live stream to get your attention? So your clients have your number. It was convenient for you to meet your clients, collect their money, do consultation, collect the further payments, and then ghost them, block them. Then they need to come on your live stream to get your attention for you to then go and look for their comments, for their message. It was, it didn't just make sense to me, So, but I think a lot of what we're doing is raising awareness. Her numbers are dropping. Bams has mentioned this before. People are beginning to ask key questions. I think Timmy mentioned that he asked her 4 or 5 questions and she could not answer. So people are coming here, knowing the right questions to ask. People don't just promise you bogus employment. That they're going to give you employment here and there, housekeeping, driver, carpenter, electrician. Have you gone through the required, trades test? Have you gone through the required process? So people are beginning to ask questions. Other things we are seeing is that she's beginning to panic. You can sense that in her voice. She's very panicky. She's no longer bossy as before. Before she's very bossy, trigger happy. She will drop people, insult you, you know. Now she's a bit more cautious. Even what she's promising, she's cautious. She did promise that she was going to do a whole reshuffle of her team, of her company. We never heard of what happened at the end of the day. Who did she reshuffle? Was it Eric? We never know. Jenny is still there, so we don't really know what she's reshuffling and all of. She keeps changing emails, phone numbers, and I think Kim has recognized some of those patterns, even Fearless. So things might not work as fast as we want. I know we want to see her in jail and all of that, but I think the agencies might take a bit of time. I think it's like when you get to the emergency, so the emergency room or A&E, they will triage you, so they prioritize, because resources are scarce. So I think they'll prioritize, but eventually, trust me, they will get to her case, and then hopefully the victims will get the desired justice. Yeah.
So, Smalls, I just wanted to address what you're saying down there. So we would love to have a legal person on our team that is able to act on the people's behalves. We have some legal advisors, but we actually don't have anyone that is willing to assist in subpoenas or anything further. So everything, we don't want this process to cost these people any more money. So we will be using all the avenues available through the local governments, such as, the police, the fair trading, obviously the ombudsman, the immigration department, everywhere we can go legally, we will go. But it's, to have a solicitor or a lawyer, it will cost money. So unless we've got somebody that's prepared to do that for everybody in this case, you never know, we might come across somebody who can support us that way as well.
I think I will be happy to because in terms of legal, probably maybe something we might need to catch up with the Australian team, because
Yeah,
I know
that
it's
would
quite
be
expensive per hour. So it might be
legal aid's not
something.
available, KK, honey, because they're not in Australia. It's only available to Australian citizens or Australian residents.
Yeah,
Then
so we might be able to work something out. Maybe have a pool of funds, because to me this case just gets me irritated, just like what Timmy.
exactly.
So I don't mind putting some funds into it, as long as we can get things going on the legal end. Yeah.
Do you know, I have one idea now. I don't know if you have explored it. If anyone has received a fake offer letter, you can mail the company. For example, if she has given someone like what was this popular company in Australia? Is it Ailes or something? Let's say Ailes or something like that, recruiting firm. So we can mail the company like, okay, Rosie has given someone a fake offer letter which is against their policy. So their own legal team, we can appeal to them to mail probably Australian government or immigration that she has given someone, so they can like try to be a how do I put it? They should join us to like file that class action. So they will be a party to that investigation. Like,
Do you know what
she
she's doing, Timmy?
did she give anybody any offer letter?
Do
Has
you
she
know what
given
she's
anybody offer
doing?
letters? Yeah, I'm listening.
No,
No.
the people, they never even see the visa she's applying for.
No, it's
They
not about
never
visa.
even see the.
I'm,
They
I'm not
never
I'm
see
not
the
talking
offer
about
letter.
visa. I want to
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh,
They
did
There
they get
never
any
hasn't
offer
been
see.
one
letter?
successful
Yeah,
visa to me.
yeah. So
No,
she
no,
never. So this
There's
woman
I'm
never
not talking
been
came
about
one
to.
visas now.
successful
I'm
visa.
asking about
So,
the company offer letter. She never gave anyone offer letter at
no,
all. No
no,
No,
PDF.
nothing.
So
No.
no. She's
everything has
just
been
been
verbal. Everything has been
verbal.
verbal.
She's been online, just giving
It's
verbal
backyard.
Let
work.
me go and get something doing. Have a nice day.
So I just want to say the other option too, Smalls, is that and I'm still waiting for them to come back to me. We had I think I mentioned it, we did a class action years ago, and we used the law students of Newcastle University to represent us in a class action, and it was free. So I was hoping to connect with them at some point to discuss if they would represent everybody in that case. So yeah, so that would be an option. And of course, once they find that these people have been victims in Australia, we have they call it victims of crime, and that's where possibly payments of their money would come from.
Because the thing that I'm mindful of, Kim, is that this lady, she already has, like, her war chest is loaded. She already has, imagine collecting 2,750. If we just calculate for 100 people, that's already 27,000, right? Or is it 1,000 people? But my math is not
Imagine,
perfect.
that's why she's always screaming, I'm a millionaire. If she's a millionaire, why is she not giving Inspector money?
Yeah, but how many times has she threatened solicitors' action and it's never ever happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all hot air. But I think, to get a legal team together is probably a good place for us to be talking about. We can do that later, I understand. So I will
I don't
try.
mind. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind putting in some resources. And I think, anyway, I won't speak for everyone, but I think I think we've gone beyond the point of hesitating. So I would really like to see this woman.
Yeah, it's time for some action, I think.
Yeah.
Do we not have someone that is currently having a legal, action against her? I think there is someone that came to this platform that they were going to court. So, and the person mentioned that if they need evidence, they reach out. So we sit on the banks of those evidences, and if somebody is having any legal, action against her, we can always, give to support. But I know somebody came to the platform to mention that they were going to the court. I can't remember the name of. Did anybody remember this? The lady that she was going to court. They are in court already.
No, I missed that one.
Yeah,
I think if
somebody
we
came.
watch the recording,
Yeah,
maybe from week 1, week 2, I think that was
yeah.
when the lady came forward. Yeah.
So as of yesterday when she went live, she was saying that the AFP, which is the Australian Federal Police, have been taking up all her time over the scamming issues. So there is reports going in, obviously. There's conversations going on, apparently. You just don't know what is truth and what's lies.
Okay, so she confirmed that the police have started questioning her.
She said that on her live yesterday, that it's taken all her time this whole week to answer all these questions, and she reckons that she's cleared her name again.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just continue submitting the report with all the evidence. Hopefully that takes up her time and she stops coming to scam people.
Barry said there are no evidence. Barry, what evidence exactly are you talking about? I just saw that in the comment section that there are no evidence. So
Thomas and Bams and Cristiano, Timmy came with a very good suggestion. I don't know how that thing works. You know that signature thing they send across the internet? He said something that if the victims can sign a certain signature or something, how does that thing work?
Is that like a petition you're talking about?
Yeah. So I don't know, like, where is it going to start from, Australia or where?
You can actually do a petition online, but you've got to get enough people for it to be looked at. So, you know, there's no sense putting one in that you've only got 100 people that have, you know, you've got to go in basically and like it and put a comment. That's the one I know of anyway here in Australia.
Yeah, those petitions. I think you need thousands of people to get to. Is it to Parliament or to police or to what agency are they?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why like I needed like Timmy to like maybe provide more guidance because he came up with that idea. But yeah, I think he's interested in helping this fight realize something because he said he doesn't know where we've got into. So Timmy, maybe if you can come up and throw more light, please.
Yeah. So police has started. That's a good sign because I think police might work faster than the inland revenue.
Okay, guys. I got pissed off when I heard everything was verbal. So it's difficult. Our lawyers too are not smiling. Of course, they will be here listening to us and trying to feed on the loopholes. And the loopholes now is there is no single evidence from anyone PDF except for payment. So what I suggested is let them sign like this. There is this Google document they can make, and victims can sign, like genuine victims, because if they are going to start investigation, those people who have signed, probably their first name will be there, and that will actually bring up more evidences if they are being requested to submit proof of payment. So I cannot sign now because they didn't get money from me. So people who have paid money, they will put their signatures online. Probably it could be their name, only their name and everything, and that can be like a first step in the right direction. So probably you can be sent to immigration. These are the list of people she has scammed because immigration doesn't even know the name. 1, 2, 3. So like a class action. So when that is done, okay, then they can request email from immigration. Then victims can begin to send in proof of payment. So that could be the second thing. Then from there, anyone who has gotten offer letters. The reason why I said offer letter because companies are big in Australia. Companies wouldn't like to trade their name in the mall. So if she has that is the loophole she fed on. She would not be stupid to give anybody any offer letter because she knows company will run after you. Even in the lowest of Nigeria, if you give anybody fake offer letter, you can drag them to court. You can drag them anywhere. So if anyone by chance has gotten any fake offer letter, then they could write the complaint. Okay, this is against your policy. Someone is trying to drag you into the mud. Someone is trying to give people offer letter, but behind closed doors. Kindly investigate is the person. So far, she's a real person. She's living. She's not dead yet. Of course, complaint legal team can assist to try to also nail her a bit if we are helpless. So that's just my own. And those signatures also can go to Interpol. Okay, this lady, she's doing, because the point is not for now, in the future, and she has the balls, she can gather like 1,000, 2,000, so she can grow her wings if she's not nailing the, if her wings are not caught now. So Interpol could be interested if the money are going to thousands of Australian dollars, run into me. So she has the capacity to run into millions, and this is not our own thing. So it's like a team. So so we are going to nab those team also. So it's like a team. So it's like a wing now. Just like she's trying to do, and even we can nail her to say, okay, this lady, okay, I don't want to say it online, but I will say it. What she's trying to do also is against the law. She can be trying to, how do I put this thing? Is it not kidnapping? What is that word? Like that prostitution ring when
It's worker exploitation.
Trafficking.
No, yeah, trafficking. So she's trying to use their organs. So look, we can put anything on her head. We can nail her to the cross. She's not Jesus Christ. Nail her ass to the wall. Nail her to the cross. So we can put a lot of shit on. Look, we are going to fight this war. Fight to finish. You want to fight this war, or you want to just let her go? When Interpol, FBI, where they hear there's a lady in Australia, she's trying to traffic Africans. She's trying to give them fake offer letters. She wants to you don't know her mission. Probably our mission is to bring people to Australia and sell them off and use their organs. This is what happened in Libya. This is what happened in Malaysia. So we cannot just fold our arms and say, oh, she's getting money. So she has probably an indeed agenda, and those people who are Africans too, who are helping us too, they will face the music from the home country, from home soil to this. They have their pictures online. So take their pictures, send it to embassy, blacklist them everywhere. So let them be arrested. Simple and short. No mercy, no mercy for the wicked. That's what I'm saying. No mercy.
But Timmy, I just
Timmy,
want to
Timmy,
say in
Timmy,
Australia
can I
we
ask you a
have.
question? Timmy, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Do you think it is just so easy for you to write to a company telling them that someone is using their document, that they should come and fight for you? Did you follow any procedure with them?
Brother, there's a legal team. Go to our website. They will tell you, do not give anybody this. If you have, you can anonymously, how do I put it?
Anonymously,
Yeah, yeah.
is a third party. This one is not a third party. If you are just going there to drag yourself, it's just nothing but shamble. The only thing that I can say
Brother,
what they can do
brother,
is hold on.
you're sounding like you're a part of your team, bro. I won't answer you if because you have tackled me a bit. Nobody's saying false
Hold on, let
accusation.
me tell you
No,
something.
no, no. I'm listening.
So
I've seen your messages on. No, I don't want to listen to you. I've seen your message on the comment section. You are trying to defend that, bro. This is, you don't know our intentions. We don't know our
Timmy,
intentions for bringing people to the
Timmy,
country.
just relax, relax. That's not
So,
Christianity.
so number two, when it comes to talk about signing a petition or not signing a petition, did you sign any proper agreement with Rosie? Do you
Ask,
hold on,
ask,
hold on,
ask
okay,
the victims.
let
I'm
me
not
tell
part
you
of the
now.
victims.
Okay, now you're
Ask
not
the
part of the
victim.
victim. Hold on,
Ask
hold
the
on.
victims.
I got you
Wait,
now. Understand?
Can we
Cristiano,
can
Cristiano,
we
Cristiano,
can we
I'm
change
part.
this
That,
conversation?
Cristiano.
that's
I
part of the
think.
Timmy,
loopholes. No,
Hold
no.
on,
That's
hold
what.
Timmy,
on.
Ban, 1 minute. This.
Timmy, hold on,
Bams. Okay, no,
hold
well, make I
on.
listen to you.
Let's
Okay, I don't.
just
I don't
let's
rest.
just let's just close that discussion. So the discussion we are having does not even help the matter. Both Christian and Timmy, both of you, if you are going heading somewhere and it doesn't help the matter, so let's leave the loophole now, Timmy. So if you are even discussing the loophole, you are actually pushing the narrative out for them to even look more on the loophole. So if it's going to be like the back end kind of discussion, you can go ahead and have that back end and clarify things or whatever. So, but if we keep arguing on that back and forth, what we know is she's going to jail. What we know is that evidence are here. So if somebody say the evidence, and I will tell you, Timmy, Christian, the evidences we have, even if there are no offer letter, there are evidences that goes against police. There are evidence that go against immigration. So we have to separate all those kind of conversation. Promising people, whereas false hope already is on immigration already. And there is a track record for that kind of conversation that they had on WhatsApp, promising them this and that. We might say there will be a loophole or something, but then their phone number attached to this, and it is a phone number, and it's everything. The WhatsApp extract and export shows that yes, it was Rosie that was dealing with these people, giving them all those promises. They can be used. They can be used as evidence. It's not that immigration and every people that they have reported to, they don't know what people can do and what they can do. In New Zealand already, some people already they went to jail. I'm fine. I'm fine for workers exploitation. Now, those one even brought people in. There are some people that even promise that you have to promise people that I will give you visitor when you get to New Zealand or Australia. I have connection. I will convert it for you. And those one they are penned down from her to those the clients that she was dealing with. So all those places they are direct one. So let's just relax a bit about too much of all this and legal thing, right? If she's confirming that police have been reaching out to her or something, then it's fine. So that means everyone that have evidence should also go back and then start sending that evidence to police as well. So somebody say our intention can be for trafficking, which is fine. So we have not even gotten there. We have not gotten to our intention. All we know is that we will come back to our intention of whether it's trafficking. We can't confirm anything we don't have right on. Let the police, let the authority do their own diligence. Our own is that, okay, in the face value, she's collecting money from people. She's promising them heaven and earth with regards to New Zealand and Australia, and most of everything she has promised them is against the immigration law. That is one. Now, financial perspective cannot come in as a crime, a criminal offense. So it's now for maybe probably police or something to see if there's a criminal offense within whatever she's doing or not. And I also understand what Kim was saying, that is a full-fledged lawyer that can understand all these terminologies. But we are of the opinion that the little one we have seen on the website, immigration perspective, that is the one that we have. So that is the one that we have. Immigration perspective, you can't promise people. We've seen the guideline within the immigration New Zealand and IMI or Home Affairs of Australia. So, and that is where we want to stay. But anything further, let let the police or the authority let them keep doing all those things. But we just know what I'm also considering is the fact that people that have worked with her previously, are we able to bring them up, cross, have conversation with them, because things are unfolding gradually. It's not only Rosie. Rosie is just the face. There is a whole lot of things going on, and the more we have people that come out, let's remove the passion from now conversation to remain focused. So that is just the thing. So, and pretty much, if people have been scammed and they feel like they were scammed, just tell me why bank will be refunding. Why bank will be refunding people if they didn't observe that there is a scam going on somewhere. So, and truth is a ring. Is like a cartel that they are operating. Every time we keep hearing names coming up, coming up. So, and I'm pleading. I'm pleading to Asalama to, is it Asalamalatu? Asa, I can't remember. Asama, who is a Ghanaian
Hey,
here?
hey, quiet. Salamatu, that
Salam,
was the name.
salamatu, salamatu.
I'm pleading with Salamatu. If Salamatu is able to honor our invite, if there's anyone that knows her, we want to just like have a conversation, because from what we heard, she was the one that introduced Rosie to, no, not Rosie now. She was one that introduced Essay to Rosie, for Essay to go and be the moderator. So we just want to, ask if at any point if she has seen Rosie, have any, visa approval, or have any favorable visa approval, all those kind of things. So anyone that have a link to Salamatu, please help us inform him. And I don't know if K is available for us today. Malik.
Let me go and do my job.
Yeah, please do your job. Let's see. People still want K to come up because things are not adding up. And when we start seeing things are not adding up, we also want to look, because I don't know. This thing is just it's frustrating to say that you trust people with your hard-earned money, and these people had cut away with your money, and they are not being held, accountable for whatever they have done. So seriously, I think there's a whole lot that is in this thing that the authority should be able to fish out themselves, and not us. A lawyer will not even come and fish out the fact that Rosie gives people's application to someone in everywhere in the world. She can just wake up and say, okay, she met somebody on live stream and give the person, if the person is in Dubai, to be applying for people that want to come to New Zealand. Those in Africa do not know who is handling their application, which is also a scam. It's a scam. You must know whoever license, whatever that is supposed to be handling your application. So somebody just handle the application, and little wonders we're seeing that somebody came on this live stream and say that the reason why she got a visa refusal was because they changed her date of birth entirely. It's a little difference if you are putting 23 as 32 or something, maybe a bit of change in, but it was just totally different from what the person had on his on our international passport. So meaning that either somebody that is not knowledgeable has picked up that application, and because of the volume of people that were coming to Rosie, she didn't have the time. Again, I believe they said she's not the one applying. But then somebody from anywhere can just lodge in the application. Why would they not get 99 or 100% visa refusal rates, as against what they have on their website, 98% success rate? That success rate, we are still expecting people to come. Those are some of the key issues. Where are these people? The one that got into New Zealand and Australia, the 500 plus families that have migrated to New Zealand and Australia by Rosie Consult. That is also, people that are not transparent. If you are not transparent with the data that you roll out on your website, it is not ideal. She will provide all these 500 plus families, except if they go to the website today and go and remove that plus 500 families has been helped over time in 3 years, or in how many years they've been operating. 500 plus, right? And out of these 500 plus, we do not have one to have come to say, yes, Rosie, it was through Rosie I came to this place. So I think that is what I feel. We'll channel our energy to Rosie, and channel our energy to, okay, what is wrong really. And with yesterday, we mentioned something around Eric. We wanted to confirm if we are still on the same page, if Eric is still part of this system, or we feel that Eric is out of the system. But it's very interesting how people, have their mindset, still believe that Eric is still part of the system. There is nothing you want to tell me. That is my own. So we'll pick it up from Eric's perspective. So I don't know. So Christian, who are you expecting? I think um apart from Salama too, we have K that will be coming up. I for one do not want to speak to Eric, because if Eric comes up, it's still going to be your old story. But I'm sure that Christian is the one that has access to Eric now. And Eric cannot reach out to Malik anymore. So it's a bit of a dilemma for Eric at this time. But if people still want him to come up, I can always send him. Oh, JP, Justice of Peace. So that's just the thing. So guys, let me see if I can send Christian a message. Do we want Eric on this live stream? Let me ask if he's still able to come.
Cristiano has been looking for him since yesterday. Cristiano is patiently waiting for Eric.
So I've just dropped a message for Christian. Let's see if you can have Eric. I just hope that Eric will have changed totally. So because if not, I'm patiently waiting for Eric, right? So uh, eh, let's see if we can bring Eric. And I will just send a message to SC as well to see if I have Salamat.
Yeah, Bams, I've dropped a message. If I get any response, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you very much. I've also dropped a message with SC. Let's see if we're able to have Salamat as well.
Fearless, you've been quiet without a big police on the box. Is big police your incentive for being here?
We didn't see big police today. Hope there's no problem. I hope it's fine. So, TT, I didn't kind of catch TT's this thing. The 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 client that TT gave Rosie, did she say some of them have they've requested back their fund, right? Has Rosie done anything for them? TT.
Rosie didn't do anything, so Titi is having to pay out of pocket. She's explained to some. I think she's waiting, still
Some.
hoping.
Is it some
Yeah,
or two?
two. Sorry, two of them. So eventually, people will always ask because she's the one. It's like when you give pass money to third party, nobody will want to listen to that excuse, so they will always hold you responsible.
She's going to suffer
So
for it.
it's just a sad situation. Yeah.
Because the last thing I heard her say was that that Rosie asked for their application so that she can file it for them. And I know somebody
And
was
she
putting it.
mentioned a very dangerous one. This Rosie, she wanted to go and debit her account. Can you imagine?
Maybe the kind of subscription that maybe she sent a subscription link that will be going every maybe month or something or
Ah,
week.
like
So,
it's just crazy.
but it's still Stripe, right? If it is Stripe, I don't know why she's not going for chargeback. Is big police here? If it is Stripe, she can actually go for chargeback. Oh. Big police was good now. I'm good. Thank you very much. The man of the moment is the man of the women. 1 minute, guys. Right, Titi, you are back.
Yes, sorry. I took a call.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it's not Rosie.
No.
She
I'm not
doesn't call
talking
you.
to that. No, I don't talk to that woman anymore. She's useless
But
to me
but
now.
you have refunded these people, right? Your people.
Yeah, not yet. The other one I haven't. She said she doesn't want anymore. She would like to because I think she also sees that she won't qualify for what Rosie had had given her or had the lies. Okay, and then the other one I've channeled her to this immigration agent that I was talking about. So she's good to go. So I'm still working on this other one. No, we're good. It's going to be okay.
Fantastic.
And also, no, I'll talk to you later about other things
Okay.
after this live.
It's
So
fine.
that time when I went out, you were about to call in Eric. Did he come up?
So the only person that have access to Eric, that Eric still listen or they talk, on this platform. I've sent message to him to bring Eric to the platform.
All
So
right.
not so sure if he's available, but then maybe he's busy. But he will get back. So we want Eric and Kay.
Is this still with Rosie?
Yes. Kay. I don't know who was first. Eric was first. Kay second, right? So I think Eric was first. Kay met Eric. So pretty much they are both Ghanaians.
Oh my goodness, this is a real struggle. So it's
In fact, I think one of them, I don't know who designed the website. I think it was Kay that designed website and everything because according to Kay, he's a software developer.
yeah.
So Kay helped in developing the website. Eric also can do websites, so she's just picking some brains using them and others.
So from being a partner, talking about Eric, I saw that there were changes there on the website from being a partner to a website developer.
Eric has been as when this campaign started, Eric has changed position. I don't know, uncountable times. He's just moving up and down. Now he's not more on the website anymore. So
It's
he
not
has
there
been,
anymore.
yeah. That means you're not following the gist.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Eric
sorry.
Eric
Um,
has been is no more on the website, but people said he went to Rosie Live and said, Rosie, they are coming for me, and they are targeting me and my family. I'm not part of Rosie Consult. So on live stream, that is where Eric can tell Rosie that he's not part of the live of the website. He's not part of Rosie Consult anymore. And before you know
is it?
it,
So it's a stage thing.
yeah, they just take that. So we know, and we took it for a stage play. So irrespective of
Yeah.
whatever they are doing, they should just keep playing. They are joking, Eric. So, but then maybe if Eric now come, we have further information to give and say, okay, this was what happened, blah blah blah. But I think we still know that it was Eric. It should be Eric that will change the website by himself.
I wonder why they still have the audacity to do live streams while things are like this, because we are pushing hard and we're coming onto them every single day, and they still have the lever to go online and lie to people, whereas they are taking, I think they are victims who are being taken for a ride, like they're still collecting from them, or maybe they are not aware of this movement. It's really sad.
If you ask why they go to live stream, they will go to live stream because they will feel like if they don't go, they will be labeled scammers. So it's not that they have that lever, they are just, they also don't want people to, you know, they want to, that stigma that, okay, yeah, people will not believe that, you see, they didn't go to live stream. That's why they are scammers. So that's their belief, not that they have liver.
They this does not take away the fact that they are scammers. They are scammers. They are scammers. And Rose, I remember very well, Rosie didn't want to be called a scammer. She hates that word, yet she knows that she's a scammer. She's a smooth operator, promising people the whole world, whereas she's not doing anything. I hope people are learning from this. I hope people are learning.
It's a learning, thing for everyone. So pretty much, so everyone is learning, and I'm sure that people are able to ask questions now.
Yeah.
People are asking questions now, and that is a good one. It's a good sign. At least let's
Yeah, it
start from
is.
there. Let's start from
It
people
is.
asking questions. If they ask questions, let us provide the answers, and then if answers are provided, then no problem. If not, let people judge based on whatever answers they get.
Hmm. The struggle is real.
It is what it is. Uh, I don't know if there is anyone that have anything. I have some other thing to go do on the back end, so might have to end live stream early. And I don't know if will Malik, if K will be coming. If not,
No response yet, Bums.
so maybe we'll push K and everything on to tomorrow when we'll be having presentation. And guys, we'll be having presentation tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day 25. So, oh God, there's presentation. More. This work we're doing is serious one. Smalls, how far? There's presentation tomorrow. Fearless, there's presentation tomorrow.
You can catch up now to see the latest data.
Okay, no problem. I think for the new folks that have filled the form, they can go into the data. I think we should end the live stream so that we allow Auntie Rosie to go on our live stream too.
Rosie, before Bams goes, can you please stop stealing? It's not good, yeah?
Sending this from Fearless. This person you put there, what is this person on? Guys, who is this person? Anyone? I'm coming on. I'm trying to bring the stuff up. Why am I not seeing it? Mama, I can't see it. Oh. There is this I think the testimonial that you just sent, you drop a testimonial now. Okay, look at it. It's Joyce, right? Congratulations, Joyce. Are you guys seeing that? Congratulations. Congratulations, Joyce. Who is this Joyce? I just saw the picture, but we will go today. And then Eric, I don't think Eric is Eric around. Eric is not around. So we'll just wait for them. Maybe tomorrow we can have them tomorrow. So everyone that you think you want to see, just put in the comment section so that we'll try to give them, pre-inform them, because but this person, I think somebody just dropped this person with Rosie. Maybe Rosie went to pick up the person at the airport. So I want to say thank you very much, everyone. We need to go prepare for tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Eric and Kay. Okay, so tomorrow, Eric and Kay will send them an invite, and so we give them like some time to prepare. So definitely, I'm sure Malik will be able to give what is his name, Kay. You'll be able to give Kay like the time frame, around 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. or 7:30 tomorrow. So New Zealand time. So we'll be able to have them even if we start. So thank you very much, everyone. TT, Christian, Fearless, Malik, Smalls. Thank you for holding the fort. Thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow where we have our weekly presentation and update. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Bell. Thank you, EQ. Thank you, everyone that have supported the live stream till now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please be careful. Make sure you do your due diligence before you give anyone any amount of money. And for those that have been scammed, we pray that you receive healing, you get your phone back. Even if you get phone back, the psychological, effect and everything, that is where the healing comes. You get divine healing. So, bye everyone.